Hello everybody, hi, my name is Samantha Summers and we are back for more High Swap Friendism. Let's get started so we can find out who we're going to be playing with. I'm going to be going back to 15, so I'm guessing we're going to be going to the tiny little cutie. I'm guessing she's a jade. You walk with a purpose. Yes, we know. You don't really have a purpose aside from friendship, of course, but you know these streets pretty well by this point, so you can at least strut like you've got one. Here we go. Wanshi, you are the cutest little thing. Look at her little teeth. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. So cute. Okay. Oh, little Wanshi. It's like little Washu. Call me little Washu. Wanshi. Alright, babe, let's get it started. Hey, now that you've gone and thought about the concept of purpose, you might as well make up one for yourself. You turn your walk towards the book hive. A handful of your friends hang out there, and there are a few rooms that are generally pretty danger-free, so why not? It's a little difficult to make yourself walk past the spookier rooms, but you manage to avoid the siren song of the brain room once more. Your destination tonight is the room you usually watch your teal friends do homework in. It's understandable, after your office experience with Tirana, why this is their natural meeting ground. Unfortunately, the casual stroll through the stacks uncovered no friends at all. You consider trying out a higher stakes locale when, wait! You see a shoe peeking out from one of the bigger hexagonal book hole things? Shelves? It really doesn't maximize space to have shelves shaped like that. Well, then it's clearly an aesthetic thing. Duh. Whatever. If you get caught up in trying to make paltry stuff like troll bookshelves make sense, you'll drive yourself to madness before you can figure out if this shoe belongs to someone you know. You walk towards it, and the shoe is revealed to be on the strut pod of a troll whose head is barely peeking out over a book. And nope, a jade, but not one of your friends. Whoever is curled up, smaller in the hexagon, burying her face deeper into scribble journal of a gullible wiggler. You know some words, babe. It's not the most inviting posture, to be sure. The polite thing to do would be to keep moving. Probably. But you feel a little off about that. You gently nudge your foot into hers, where it still peeks out of the shelf, and ask if she's okay. It'll clear your conscience, if nothing else. The book lowers. You're so cute. I'm great. Just going on a journey of the imagination through some classic literature. Nothing to see here. Aw man, it's another kid. You know young trolls have to handle themselves as much as older ones. But as well acquainted as you are with the facade of pretending you're exactly where you're supposed to be, you get the feeling she's not exactly telling the truth. So you're equipped to help. Plus, it's not like you haven't befriended a few teen sweep equivalents here on Alternia already. You successfully didn't get murdered by Emissa, and you did a passable job befriending Tirana and Karoko. Though sometimes you wake up shaking, the remnants of dreams where you failed them on loop in your brain, You shake that horror from your mind and try to look as non-threatening as possible. Not that it's particularly hard for you. As you speak, ask her if Bronya's around, ask her if she's seen the brain room. I don't feel like she wants to see the brain room. We could ask if Brony is around. it's assumed that all the Jades know each other because they all live in the caverns, right? Yeah. Did she come here with someone? Bronya, maybe? You know Jades her age aren't really supposed to be out and about outside the caverns. Oh, I see. You're a snitch. Wanshi out. Oh, I think I messed up. With that, she tucks her legs up against her and rolls out of the shelf with the agility only only youth can manage and take off between the stacks. You chase after her, but whatever her next hiding spot is must have been better. Eventually, you give up. Oh my goodness, what? Okay. At least she didn't, you know. Good. Good. I'm doing horribly. Okay. I'm walking with a purpose, yes. Okay. Apparently, she wants to see the brain room. Who wants to see the brain room? No one. I don't know. This kid? Ask her if she's seen the brain room. You still get the feeling she might need some help, so you ease into it. Maybe she'll open up a bit if you talk. You tell her this bookhive has a huge gallery full of brains and jars. If she wants to go check it out? Oh, what's a brain? I want to see. She unfolds herself from her hiding spot. Okay. A normal child would have gone, no, that's disgusting. But okay. Boo. Okay. Brushing invisible dust off her skirt as she stands up. She rocks back on her heels and cocks her head, her locks bouncing against her shoulders. I'm Wanshi. Also, I know who you are. If you were wondering, I wouldn't go wandering off with just anyone, quest for brains or not. I may be only 5.5 sweeps, but I'm not stupid. She's so cute. She's just so cute. She seems less afraid, but she's still got a nervous edge to her voice, so you try to be a force of calm. A real glad plug-in zen, stinking up the place with your chill vibes. You walk together towards the atrium, making small talk along the way. You apologize if you made it seem like she didn't look like she belonged here. You're just not used to seeing young Jades outside the caverns. She side-eyes you, like she's weighing the implications of what you just said. Okay, I see there's no use trying to fool you. I may have done a small jailbreak. Oh, do they not have enough books in the caverns or something? She brushes you off in favor of her own question. Of course we have books. You didn't answer me before. What's a brain? Oh. This is new. Okay. Oh, right. You round the curve of the room and point in the window. Think pans. Oh. On her tiptoes, she peeks into the bottom of the window. I've never seen one up close before. She tries the door handle, but it's still as locked as it always is. She looks at you expectantly. Well, can we go in or what? A surly-eyed guard stares, so not subtly watching you, drumming her fingers on the handle of her mace. Oh, globs. You were trying so hard to be cool and approachable that you messed up and forgot this room was off limits. Who are the people in that room? Right there with the eyeballs and the horns and the... Yeah. Taking a kid to break and enter is, well, it's pretty much par for the course, actually. but it's not what you meant to be doing. Nah, you saw it. Looking, only. And now you're done. Great. Time to move along. Ugh, lame. Wanshi doesn't pick up on the danger behind her. I mean, that one's lower than her, right? No? Maybe? Even with your hurried speech, you changed the subject as to why she broke out of the caverns, if not for more books, and start walking, hoping she'll follow you. She doesn't. Oh, I was trying to BeastCon? I was trying to get to BeastCon. It's a convention full of all kinds of cool stuff, but I want to go for the Soldier Purbeast meetup. Kitty cat. My fan fiction is pretty popular. Oh, warrior cats. Got it. I have a lot of fans going, and I thought maybe I could make friends with some of them. But I don't know where anything is out here, so I got lost. She takes a breath and a step, finally, but then stops and clasps her hands together. Oh! The guard starts walking. You eyeball the exits, all the way down the curved staircase. You could make it, but you can't just leave her to take the fall. Wanshi keeps talking, oblivious. Linera is always complaining about how you're everyone's best friend and how you know so much. Do you know where the con is? We could go together. The guard gets closer. You gotta make a decision, and fast. Pretend to take her, take her. I mean, I'm pretty sure I can find out where anything is. Right? If I pretend, she's just gonna ski ball away. Do a barrel roll. You know, that biz. Right? Right? Alright. Alright. Take her? Anything to get you both out of here. Grabbing her hand, you say you know the way, and make a run for the door. This sounds like the faking it. She whoops and scurries down the stairs behind you. A quick glance back at the guard taking her hand off her mace reassures that you moved fast enough. Once you're around the corner from the book hive, you stop and catch your breath. Why stop now? Lead the way, alien friend. You wave her enthusiasm off. She's out of breath herself. Can she hold her hoof beast for a minute while you locate your bearings and think? You looked up this con earlier when Tigri and Polypa invited you. They said it was fun, that the death toll was high enough to be interesting, low enough to be manageable, and that you'd be safe with them. Still, you chickened out. You guess changing your mind and going could be okay? You're definitely anxious about bringing Wanshi along. But it seems like she's hell-bent on attending anyway, so maybe the best thing you can do is be a responsible chaperone. Plus, none of your friends make you feel better protected than Polypa. Gorgle Map says it's not far. Well, you've dealt with plenty of dangerous situations before, so what's one more? You're a regular Giles Corey of who's Giles Corey? Of ridiculous scenarios. Pile those. Oh my goodness, what's with your language? You bow as you gesture down the sidewalk that will lead you towards the outskirts of town. Wanshi curtsies and follows your direction. There's my hive. It seems like she doesn't need you to come up with things to talk about. She's like a chatty sunflower, pulled towards the bright newness of everything she sees, and chock full of commentary about all of it. Wow, I've read all about moonlight, duh, but seeing it makes everything glow is totally different. Look at the dew on this prickle frond. If you get up close and look, you can see the reflection of your own eye in the moon's. You do as she does, and if that ain't a bunch of orbs reflected back at you, floating on the curve of a purpley green minicus. Her curiosity isn't overwhelming or draining in the slightest. You tell her it's kind of nice actually to meet someone else who is experiencing this place for the first time. Her chubby little cheeks. Oh my goodness. Calm down, girl. Oh my goodness. Yeah. The caverns are fine, but there's so much to see out here. Everyone else sneaks out. I don't know why it took me so long to try. No, actually, I do. Getting in trouble sucks and I hate it. But it worked out. Here we are, experiencing it all together. Yeah, you can feel your anxiety lifting. Just a little. Just the part that's applicable to this particular situation. Still, that's a win. Oh, I know where we are now. I don't like this place. Don't like it. Walking and talking and taking in the night makes time pass quickly. You ask her how she ended up in the book hive to begin with. I snuck out when Llanera was supposed to be giving me some boring jade duty lesson. But with yelling. I don't have a palm husk, so I couldn't look up the con once I was away from my husk top. I just wandered till I gave up and found the book hive. That's a powerful nerd homie beacon she must have. Wanshi flexes. You know it. You smell what's around the corner before you see it, having sidestepped your fair share of corpses in your travels. Interesting. Interesting. Wow, okay. And had your hand in creating a few more. You know how to prepare yourself. Wanshi, on the other hand. Aw, boo. You know the brooding caverns aren't some diaper baby summer camp of innocence, but you're also not sure how much Visara she may or may not have seen. No matter your respective levels of gore viewing experience, you both stop short when it comes into view. Whoa. She takes a tentative step towards what's left of the troll and then retreats, hovering close to you. It feels like you should keep moving, like you should avert your eyes and carry on or whatever, before the drones come by to clean up, but she's still staring. Her steps, when she finally takes them, are soft. She crouches down and leans in with reverent scrutiny. It looks different. Not in a jar. Oh, she's checking out the brain. Oh, okay. You wonder to yourself as Wanshi shakily takes it all in, if bloodthirstiness is a trait only certain trolls are born with, or if they have it ground into them by necessity, by expectation, by entitlement, by fear. Next, because your brain is wired around itself, you wonder the same about humans. Wanshi doesn't look away for a while. You go over and put your hand on her shoulder, and she stands up and walks away with you. There's no ceremony to it, no placing of leaves over the remains, no prayer. I don't get... Wow, that was heavy. She doesn't finish her sentence. She takes your hand and pulls you back in the direction you were walking. She looks confused, like she's still trying to work out what she just saw. You guess you could have given her more time to process it, but you're not sure comprehending death is really a thing you can just, figure out in the wilderness with an alien in one night. I guess so. That just killed the mood. Oh, killed it dead, didn't it? Yeah. Yes, it did. Here I am. Just want some kitty fan fiction, but nope. Nope, we get dead bodies. After a few minutes of silence, you point out the call of some flat beast, and she mimics it and smiles. Soon after, the pointy-topped tents of the Khan rising over the horizon. Wanshi starts running, dragging you behind. Oh, here we come! She's vibrating out of her skin. You're basically doing the same, though it's less an excitement thing and more an emotional whiplash thing. Whatever, you can work with that. I don't know what's going on with that guy. Oh, I love them all. This is an amazing con. Well, it looks like they got fighting back there. You attempt to dig into a new vibe as you walk up to the gates. There are vendors and artists and trolls all around. It's like some unholy combination of an anime con and a Renaissance fair, but with more people walking around sporting recently inflicted limps. Yeah, that guy right there is missing a leg. Metal. In an attempt to not focus on that, you look around for your other friends and ask her what she's excited to see and do here before her meetup starts. Does she want snacks? It looks like there are snacks. Yeah, I could want some frazzled Shannon fluff candy in a bit. But yeah, there's a lot to do. There's the polar bear riding, the cosplay competition, You cut her off. Doesn't she mean cosplay? Wait. Okay, so my brain just said cosplay, but that says co-slay. Co-slay competition. I don't like it. Doesn't she mean cosplay? There are trolls you think might be in cosplay. Or maybe that's just like how some trolls dress. Yeah, there's that too. If you don't want to get your claws too bloody. But she was uncomfortable with dead bodies. Okay. Oh man, there's the old nerves coming back. You really hope that bringing her here was okay. There are other young trolls roaming around, so you're probably good. Except Bronya's gonna rip you. Boo, she's gonna rip you. You try not to think of the body you saw as an omen. There are bodies all over the place here in Alternia. You pull out your palm husk and consider your friends. You could message Polyput or Tirgi to see where they're at, but your thumb gravitates toward Bronya's type griff profile. Right when you've decided that you're being dumb and pocket your phone, a lot happens all at once. Wanshi starts to pull you towards a dude in a utility kilt handing out flyers. A bow-rendering sound rends, well, your bowels, and then a massive armored bear with a huge beefy biceps hurtles through the grounds, hollering and grinding tents and congoers alike into bent, splintered pulp. I don't like that. I don't like that. Wanshi stares, frozen, as the beast rampages towards you both. Oh no! She whimpers and looks at you, comprehension and fear etched into her features. You did this. You brought her here. You let this happen to her, and she knows it. You picture 100 outcomes, a million. You want to work towards the end you see where you save everyone who hasn't already gotten squished. Are elected grand human, and no one ever gets trampled again. But there's no time for that one. Instead, you pick up Wanshi, give her a quick hug, and throw her into the closest bush. With what's left of your adrenaline-filled noodle arm strength, you reach for the handle of a katana from a vendor's rack and hope It's not only for display. You've never felt less prepared to take something on in your life. You've never felt more sure you had to. In the end, it's no choice at all. The beast charges you, teeth bared and rainbow bloody. Ugh. You hold your position, pinky and ring finger tight near the bottom of the handle like Tigri taught you. When it leaps at you, tackling you to the ground, you bury the blade into its chest. Oh no! It was so red. Poor bear. The polar bear lays on top of you, the last of its life twitching out as it presses your life out of your lungs in return. Oh. Through your darkening vision and under the furry dead weight pinning you to the ground, you see her, from the edge of the woods, eyes wide and watery with understanding. Wanshi picks herself up. Oh? Excuse you, what? Hold on. That was the longest horrible ending I've ever got. Are you kidding me? That was a bad ending? I just don't get that. I did it. I saved the day. I saved her. I got slightly crushed. That's happened before. That's not new. Okay. You've heard of the con she's talking about. You were thinking of going with Tigri and Polyput anyway, but the list of activities seemed a little too dangerous, honestly. These past few months you've been up to your neck in close calls, and you're quite frankly like to cut back on them, including, you know, the one yourself is currently embroiled in. You make some non-committal noises as you work out how to tell her. While she crosses her arms and leans back against the brain room door, which the guard really does not like. If her increased speed and mace brandishment is any indication. Okay, yeah, you say, let's go right now. Your hype is contagious, even though you're completely faking it. She claps and bounds behind you down the stairs. Okay, she's gone. A quick tug at her wrist pulls her out of the mace's trajectory as the guard chucks it at you from above. It thuds mightily against the wall by the door, and you both make it outside, unbloodied. How rude. How rude. Checking behind you to confirm you are not being followed, you don't stop running until you're both safely around the corner. Wanshi giggles through, catching her breath. Wow, that was a close one. Librarians, am I right? She grins and takes your hands. Can you believe we only just met and we're already having bonding hijinks? I didn't start making a friend. I didn't think making a friend would be so simple. I can't wait to hang out even more at the con. Ah, her smile's a knife to your pusher. No. She's so excited about your budding friendship. And here you are, gutlessly hiding the fact that you have no intention of taking her from one dangerous situation to another. Maybe you would have agreed if you were in a braver mood, but you just don't know if you're up for more life or death babysitting adventures right now. What should you do? What you should do, probably, is get her home. You don't tell her any of this, of course. Instead, you agree and then check Google Maps. The con is down the road to the left. The caverns are to the right. Leading her straight back home would be too obvious. So you take a meandering route. Everything you pass seems to impress her. The frankly bonkers range of architecture styles, the shivering carnivorous plants, the burned out wreckage of someone's hive, the flickering starlight all around. She's observing a worm crossing the sidewalk. Out here, exposed, all squishy and brave. When you point out a cool rock, eager to keep her wonderment going. Really? She puts her hand on her cocked hip. You think we don't have rocks in the caverns? Try harder. She rolls her eyes at you, but she's still grinning. You accept the challenge and tell her there's something she's definitely never seen up ahead. Bring it. You lead the way. It's a hot minute since you've been back over here. You're interested to see it again. Still, this side jaunt feels like delaying the inevitable. You know she's going to be pissed at you when she realizes you tricked her. But you can't help wanting to show off more cool stuff while you can. Anything to see that wide-eyed appreciation from a tiny new thing. Oh, my ship. Good job, me. What's left of your spaceship comes into view as you round the bend. There really isn't that much left to show off, but Wanshi is still into it. She runs over and starts inspecting the rubble. You wonder what happened to the freshly missing parts. Maybe Vicaire has come back to scavenge some more? Vicaire. You haven't talked to that guy in forever. You vow to text him later tonight, but you still feel guilty. It's hard to juggle all these beautiful friends, even with how much you crave them. You want to be good for everyone, but there's so many things that can mean, and you've never stopped feeling like you're treading water. Wanshi emerges from the hall, clambering up on some top of a black metal box, waving around some inscrutable rusty stuff. Oh, there are so many fiddly little parts. This was how you got here? She observes you for a second or two, then nods her approval. That's pretty cool. Any old idiot can rig a spaceship. It takes someone with brains to break out of the brooding caverns. Well, when you put it that way, you're completely right. She winks and pockets some of the pieces. Are you ready to keep moving? I don't want to miss the meetup, and it's happening right after the Horsesharoni jousting, which should be ending pretty soon. You're not sure what to tell her. For some reason, Vicaire won't leave your mind. Your sorry self hasn't managed to keep up with all the friends you did earn. Maybe it's for the best that you're deciding to take her home. Her safety is more important than her liking you. You sigh and start to fess up. Even if she left here now, you're far enough away from the con grounds that she'd miss it. You were afraid to go, afraid she'd run off if you didn't stick with her, afraid of not knowing what to do next. And now she's crying again. Okay, but at this point, I don't feel as horrible because she's not in danger of dying. That feels horrible to say. You what? You made me miss my one chance to do something fun for a change? Just because you're too much of a scaredy purr beast to go to a fun nerd party. It wasn't just that. You also wanted to keep her safe, to take her home. She stamps her foot in frustration, tears forming in the corners of her eyes. Why do you think you could just make decisions for other people? Why don't you go home if that's so great? Your mouth shut, words gone. She follows your gaze back to the wreck of your only shot out and winces. I didn't mean... I know you can't. I just wanted... She sits down on the grass, defeated. You sit too, a ginger distance away. No, her anger is fair. This sucks. You hadn't meant to deprive someone of a small joy here on this of Alternia. Yeah, it's the worst. She sighs and runs her claws along the tops of the spiny purple grass. After a few minutes of silence, she speaks. Too late to do anything about it now. I'm still super angry with you. But I'm glad you were honest, I guess, even if it took you too long. I'm not used to people being straight with me. I feel like the older everyone gets, the more they lie, or at least the more annoying it is that they don't expect you to notice when they're lying. Not that I can super tell how old you are. Your alien physiology is a little inscrutable, but you know, more or less. Your palm husk buzzes, interrupting your train of thought. You both look at your two new texts. Tigri! Are you sure you still don't want to join? Things are beginning to get interesting over here. You may have the privilege of seeing me at peak performance if you come by. Stay put. Oh, stay put, there's a polar bear on the loose. I don't want you on the already very long casualty list. Polly Paw. She's so good. You do a quick gorgle, and wow, social media is already on fire with the news of a con attraction getting free and mangling attendees left and right. The familiar ghostly feeling of a near miss shivers down your back. I wonder why. It's not like I died. Whoa. Her eyebrows pull together as she works through the images she's seeing on the screen and what it could have meant for her. She's still a little teary from before. I guess. Thanks. Not that you did it on purpose. At this point, yes, I did. But I guess maybe it worked out okay. I do love not being trampled. But it still sucks I didn't get to go make friends. You don't want to be too presumptuous, especially after all that. But maybe this day might still be salvageable. New acquaintance-wise. Wanshi blinks back her disappointment and puts on an attempt at a smile. Maybe. Might as well see. What was she gonna do with her new friends? Maybe on your way back to the caverns, you guys could talk about some soldier purbeast or scary horse jousting or whatever else she wanted to do there. She stands up, crosses her arms, looking you over and her smile turning real. You think you got what it takes to role play? You stand up too. You're super cool with role play. You've basically been doing that since you landed. So what's the deal again? You ask as you start walking her home. Her home. Magic cats. Magic! What are you, some lame kind of wiggler? No, there's no magic in Soldier Purbeast. Have you got to the Star Clan yet? Okay. That's straight up magic. Girl. She rolls her eyes at you and then hunches her shoulders, claws spread, eyes darting from bush to bush along the sidewalk ahead of you. Unless you mean power of your own wits, the sorcery of all your senses aligning at once as you get ready to pounce. The hypnotic spell-like rhythm of your own pusher beating in time with your praise. She straightens up and grins. That kind of stuff. Anyway, it's really fun. Let's play. She bounced back so fully. You get the feeling that not many people indulge her in this. It reminds you of your younger self, and your heart crunches up a bit. Yeah, let's play. You mean... Don't patronize me. Once she giggles. Child. Okay, so a little lost, you can be from the Space Cast. Let's call you Twinklepaw. I'll be Wild Wisp from the Solar Glare Clan. She clearly seems to think you should be impressed or intimidated by this, but you don't really know what's going on. So you nod. Twinklepaw. Got it. So you're a baby. So you'll stumble upon me while I'm taking down a nut creature, steering it away with your incompetence. Sound good? She peppers her way with skips, talking up a veritable storm of world build. I can't talk. Talking up a veritable storm of world building. Her voice gets low and rumbly when she quits setting the scene and gets into character. Little one, what do you think you're doing? Setting strut paw on our territory. You made me lose my creature feast. What do you have to say for yourself? Ooh, man, it's your turn. You didn't see where you were going. You're sorry, though. You know how hard it is to come by a good meal. Fool! You think me so poor a tracker that I am hurt by such a loss. I can find another. I find offense only in that you clearly do not respect the bond between hunter and hunted. You blunder in and interrupt the sacred rhythm of my fangs, its neck, or its claws, my face. Now neither of us can know who would have prevailed. Wasn't it a squirrel? Aw man, you're still like really sorry about your strut paws. You're constantly sticking those into other people's sacred dances. Maybe there are some nut guys over there. Wanshi stops walking and gives you a withering look. Is that really the best you can do? No, you'll try again. How dare this poor beast accuse you of such a thing? Your intentions are as noble as the wild pusher that thumps in your, bone cabinet. Wanshi bounces, hands and fists grinning. Ah, a little over the top, and not really a star-cast approach, but you're getting there. How do you expect me to know something about a book I've never read? How do you expect that? You practice finding your soldier's characterization sweet pot as you walk her home. You take the most direct route, but you let her stop to explain Purrby's grooming habits. Oh. To breathe in the rotting perfume of a flower, and to appreciate yet another sidewalk braving worm. Eventually you reach the cave entrance you know. Hi, Lanera. I see you're on 5 knives. Thrilling. And standing under its eave is Lanera, a very pissed-looking Lanera, which isn't, your favorite mode for that particular friend? Where have you been? I said I'd be right back. Not hey, go run off and leave me to make excuses for you. Well, I'm back now, so you can get over it. I know you won't tattle. You don't want Bronya to know you lost track of me. Watch yourself! Their horns all seem to be very similar. Lanera glares fireballs at her, and then turns to you, softening the tiniest of bits. Oh! 3. She likes me. Thank you for bringing the short one back. Do you want to come in? You appreciate her politeness, but nah, you should go and let the jade settle down and everything. Plus, you have another friend you need to check up on. There she goes. Before you can say anything to Wanshi about how you hope she ended up having an okay time, she scurries off around the corner, calling back over her shoulder. Wait, I have something I want to give you before you go. So you wait. Lanera keeps looking at you, arms still crossed. You better be glad she's okay. If she got hurt, I could never. I would be in so much trouble. Oh, that's the first Warrior Cat book. It's... You don't have to call her on secretly caring. Because once she comes running back with something in her hands, her hair bouncing behind her. Oh, Lanera's so cute. Here, read this. Then maybe when you come back to visit me, you'll be, a little more informed about the Soldier Beast universe. I only have one person to play with here, and he usually pretends he's too cool, like he doesn't absolutely love Beast cash drama. Thought all Jades were girls. Unless he's not a Jade, then he shouldn't be here. She bows a little as she offers the book to you. It's tattered with love. It's my personal copy, but I think I can trust you with it, Twinklepaw. What do you say? You clutch it to your chest and tell her you will guard it with all the honor and Spitfire. With all the honor and Spitfire Starcast has to its hallowed name. She looks quite large there. Quite large. Alright, that was so good. So good. I did not expect any of that though. First off, Warrior Cats, amazing. Didn't expect that. Love it though. Didn't expect to be trampled at an anime convention. Although I should have seen that coming. Didn't expect to run into a dead body. But hey, this is Alternia, so. And none of it actually happened. So we're fine. Yeah, we're fine. Role-playing was adorable. And I get the feeling that we're going to be able to see her again because she talked about a friend. And whenever they talk about someone, we usually get to see them. So that'll be really interesting and I'm really looking forward to it because she's so cute. So cute. Anyway, that's all for this. That's all. Alright, so thank you all so much for playing with me. And this is Samantha Summers logging out. Bye.